านสู้กีโปรโปร่งกรอมเมฆีโกรธนี้จงบานเสยตายที่เสยมีมันจะเตอหายเตวีหลอกนี่ปีหลอนะโลกเอ้ยสไตล์โอนมีมันจะเตอหายมีนซองคำลายชูกาโกรบแต่ขนมโรบองเตวีมองเชียร์โทรณีโอนเชียร์ดาราเทวีกัมพูชีกาได้โรยเตอหายออกกาเอ้ยเนื้อตายกรบทานสู้กีโปรโปร่งกรอมเมฆีโกรธนี้จงบานเสยตายที่เสยมีมันจะเตอหายเตวีหลอกนี่ปีหลอนะโลกเอ้ยสไตล์โอนมีมันจะเตอหายมีนซองคำลายชูกาโกรบแต่ขนมโรบองเตวีมองเชียร์โทรณีโอนเชียร์ดาราเทวีกัมพูชีกาได้โรยเตอหายออกกาเอ้ยเนื้อตายกรบไปริมบ้านเคยดูจันทรี
Can you hear?
Yes.
Okay. So welcome back to another sessions of KOOMPI Live AMA. Today we don't have AMA, but we have a conversation instead.
Yeah.
And today we have a guest from Japan all the way, but living in Cambodia for a long time, Take.
Take.
But I'm going to leave it for you to introduce yourself.
Yes.
Go ahead and.
My name is Take. Shunsuke Miyatake. Everybody call me Take. And
Not Sake.
not sake. It's kind of similar. But take.
Yeah.
It means bamboo.
Oh, okay. And sake is.
Sake is Japanese sake.
Okay. Alcohol. Okay.
Quite similar.
But bamboo is stronger than sake.
Yes.
Anyway, so sorry to interrupt.
My name is Shunsuke Miyatake, and I've been living in Cambodia for 5 years, almost 5 years. And I'm working for Japanese advertising agency, and here I'm working in Toyota, the Japanese automobile company,
Yeah.
mainly marketing and communication things. And I've always playing football since when I was 4 years old, and still now.
Same football. Today I hear the word football 2 times.
And I'm super passionate about taking photos. Mainly I'm taking everyday people's life in Phnom Penh, all around Cambodia.
Yeah. So today topic we want to bring up the Japanese saying or Japanese way of living life. In short, called Ikigai.
Ikigai.
And so our moderator on the other side today wants us to speak about what is Ikigai for both of us.
Yeah.
What is Ikigai for you, and what is it correct? What is Ikigai to you?
Ikigai はね、in short, in English, that is a reason for being or purpose of life. Honestly speaking, I'm still searching, and I'm in the middle of the wandering way of life. When I was junior high school student and a high school student, my Ikigai was playing football and to be a professional football player in Japan and going to the World Cup and like those kind of things.
Like Kisuke Honda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was quite tough when I was 17 years old. The street gang coming on the way back home from school
Yeah.
beat me up,
Yeah.
and my right foot cannot work. So I had to take leave for 8 months. But that accident makes me stronger
Yeah.
and makes me study about international history, international relationship, international society. So I got into the university and I learned about international politics and international economies. And after learning that, I want to go out from Japan and Japanese society, and I want to
Why?
see the world because I don't know much about world at that time, and Japanese society is like a monoculture.
Yeah.
I have to say that.
But from the outside, many people love Japanese culture.
Yes.
So zen. I love Japanese culture. I would want to go to Japan.
Thanks so much. Yeah, there is some good side and bad side, almost all the countries and the society has. Yeah, I love Japanese society and cultures as well, but I want to see much more wider world.
Yeah.
So I went to Europe for a long time. I'm going to Spain, France, Portugal, and meeting with a lot of friends. And before going to the company, before working after graduation, so I was also seeking what is my purpose of life, what should I do after graduating from university,
Yeah.
and meeting with a lot of friends in Europe and strangers and talking about what are you doing, why are you studying this job, what are you working for, those kind of questions, and so many occupations, different jobs. People are talking about. I'm working for Metro. I'm working for police. I'm working for medical hospital service. Different job, different purposes. But most of them were talking about salary and family. And how to say, I have to work for supporting myself, family, or this is what I want to do. But not so many people answering, this is what I really want to do. Or this is so hard, what should I do? I was thinking about that. And at that time, I decided to do the job in what I can meet totally different cultural background people and totally different professions or skills. So that was in Japan, advertising agency or media company or trading company. I tried some companies and I decided to enter the company which I'm working for now still.
Yeah. How long ago?
That was 2004 or 5, so 15 years ago.
Oh, okay. So it's when I go to college.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I went to college. That's when I
And
2005.
I started working in advertising agency. I'm going to Fukuoka, that is the south part of Japan, and it's a little bit different from Tokyo.
Yeah.
And I was going around Kyushu dialect, Kyushu provinces,
Yeah.
and a lot of natures and mountains and seas, and very friendly people. And working for 5 years, coming back to Tokyo, working as a human resources for 3 years, and meeting with university students.
Yeah.
Why do you want to enter our company? And they were talking about salary, they were talking about the popularity of the company, Ikigai is famous in Japanese society. No, those kinds of things is just outside.
Yeah.
I was asking, why do you want to do the advertising job or marketing job? And so few students can answer right in their way.
Yeah.
and those kinds of people, those kinds of students can work together. And I learned how to see the students' will or what they really want to pursue for 3 years. And after that, I was studying media job, and after that, I came to Cambodia.
Yeah.
But I'm still searching what I really want to do. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a state or provinces or village, I don't know, in Japan that has the most like lifelong people.
That is Okinawa.
Yeah, Okinawa. Yeah. So what is the difference between Okinawa and the rest of Japan and the rest of the world?
Yeah. Okinawa is famous for a beautiful sea and the most south part of Japan.
Okay.
And it's island. And it's like near from Taiwan.
Okay.
It's almost Taiwan.
Yeah.
And temperature is almost up 25 degrees or
Celsius?
Celsius, yeah. And the Tokyo is like there is spring, summer, autumn, winter.
Okay.
In winter, super cold at
Yeah.
minus, but the Okinawa never get minus.
Okay.
And there is a U.S. base camp
Yeah.
in Okinawa, you know,
Yeah.
and they were talking in different dialogue.
Yeah.
There is a dialogue in Tokyo, Osaka, Hokkaido, Okinawa. Okinawa is totally different accent and
Yeah.
a different way of speaking.
But you can still understand.
Yes. And I think there is so many people talking about Okinawa because Okinawa people can live longer because there is no stress and beautiful nature and not stressful society and not working too much.
Yeah.
I agree with that, but yeah. Why do you know Okinawa is?
I read the book, the Ikigai,
Ikigai.
and print out the Okinawa and a few other locations across the world. They call blue zone.
Yes.
Where and because we want to create a blue zone community at our land in Vietnam. So the place is like surrounded by mountain. And when I see some Japanese movie, there's a place where people live surrounded by mountain and nature. And when I look at the land that they have, I say we can make this into a blue zone, but we have to really understand what makes blue zone
Yeah.
in order to make it a blue zone.
What do you think? What do you think makes blue zone? Stress-free, working not too much, sleeping well, eating.
I think let's go back to this word Ikigai, sense to live, purpose to live. If a person, it doesn't matter how much we work, if we don't like the work we do, even if we work 2 hours, it feel like 10 hours, I believe. So if we have a sense of purpose in the work that we do, we can work for 10 hours and it feel like an hour because there's so much to do,
Oh, yeah.
so much loving thing and loving activity to do that we don't feel like we don't have enough time to do that. In a different way, in a different setting than compared to like a stressful work. A stressful work is like there's so much to do, even if you have so much time, you cannot do it.
Yeah.
But enjoyable work, we have a lot of time, we feel a lot less. Not because we stress, not able to accomplish the work, but because we love it so much that the time goes faster. So I think that part make people live longer. Because like if you don't have a purpose in life or sense of being, then we would not want to wake up from the bed. We're just like, I don't know what to do. I would rather sleep. And the more we sleep, the more we live in our head.
Yeah.
The more we live in our head, the more we get stressed. And we need to get out of our head and do things that we love. I believe that what makes blue zone.
Yeah. I read about that book and another Ikigai book, 2-3 kinds of different Ikigai book. Most of the people talking about living longer.
Yeah.
The purpose of life is living longer. If you have Ikigai, you can live longer. My curiosity is not living longer, but how to find the right fit job or right fit thing we want to do.
Yeah.
I think you have what you really want to do from your bottom of your heart now. How did you find that? I want to ask that.
No.
Not because I'm wondering now. I'm not perfect fit having Ikigai. I don't have right fit Ikigai for now. I'm a little bit stressful now.
I sorry to hear that, but I think
Yes.
I think we have some part sometime in life that we feel stressful. I don't think I have a complete Ikigai. I'm trying to follow the Ikigai way. But I think I'm in a very good situation. I'm a bit lucky that way. That the work that I do is very purposeful. It feel like an accident that I come to work in this field because I never studied. It's not an accident maybe, but it's kind of like an accident. I was born in a time that baby boom in Cambodia. So there's so many people in my generation, but most people don't get the chance, don't get the opportunity to do what I do because they did not get the opportunity firsthand from their early age to focus in school. And when I say school, I don't mean that we have to go to school and follow the school all the time. Get out of school, go hang out with friends, and then go to class and then learn. And then my parents would give me a complete freedom if I go to school. I could do whatever I want. I don't have to go and do the work in the field, like farming. Then come to a university. I was living in a pagoda. Pagoda gave me another glimpse of life, where I would learn meditation, talk to a monk, and learn how the other part of life play. At the same time, I discovered internet.
At the pagoda.
Yeah, at the pagoda. I discovered the internet, and it gave me like you want to get out of Japan. I want to get more access to knowledge, information, and the way was internet. So I discovered this internet, and I just stuck with it. Well, most of my friends did not. Most of my friends did use internet, but not the same way I did. So with all of these small incidents, one after another, it's like a domino effect, that it gave me the chance to try out many things. By now, I could say that I have part of Ikigai, the way to live. I feel like I could wake up and I know what to do without. Well, I have a schedule. I have a calendar to keep up with my meeting. But there's a big purpose, like a bigger missions that what I do every day is not for me. It's for another generation. It's like a tree that you plant, expect no fruit for yourself, but those who come after would at least have a shape of a tree. Or if the tree produce fruit, then they get fruit. So, in short, it's depend on situation, but in most cases, I would wake up in the morning and know what to do exactly, and just go to do it.
That's
And I
super cool.
feel happy.
And I think that will change year by year, or
Yeah.
but in your case, you met with the internet and you were pursuing that, and still having a passion to do that for the kids or next generations.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
That still I think I believe in luck, but not the kind of luck that you say. The luck that you fall into something and you love it and you don't get it out, you don't get out of that.
Yeah.
The internet that I fall into is not the internet that people fall into.
Not so many people.
Yeah, people use internet to get things that they want. I use internet because I love it. I love the power that I have from the internet. I love the way that, let's say, if I don't use internet, Cambodia border with Thailand, Vietnam, and Laos. But if I use internet, then Cambodia border with the sky. Like I can basically learn about universe from different people, borderless. So this is I think part of the Ikigai, but I still the same as you, figuring out what exactly my Ikigai, my real Ikigai is, because year by year it's changed, not completely, but like it's like a road that we follow that has some turn, not exactly straightforward, but has some turn. But every turn that my turn, I see similar way that I envisioned from the beginning. So for example, with KOOMPI, we have a 10 years mission. 10 years. With the reforestation, with women air, the land in the forest, we have a 20-year mission. And I learned from some people that if you have a lifelong mission, then it's very difficult to get outdated. If you have a 2-year mission, after 2 years you have to update your mission. That's and life, we don't have 2 years, we have a lifetime. So we should set our mission with a lifetime. What do you think?
Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, I'm working for the company, serving for the clients. That is lovely job, but after coming to Cambodia, meeting you or any other super interesting people, owning their life and owning their job, owning what they really want to do, that is super cool. And as a Japanese salaryman, company man, working inside the company rule and how to say bundled with the client rules, I was feeling super inspired at the beginning, but now I really want to do my own things and earning money as well, and pursuing what I really want to do. What I really want to do is now a bit changing. Communicating and creating something visual and storytelling is quite interesting for me, and through the photography, taking photos in almost every weekend, talking with people on the street, coming from totally different background. Why are you selling the pineapple here? Because blah blah blah. And I was talking with the mom. Why are you living in Pagoda and
Not something else.
not something else? And there is a strong faith and a strong belief in him. And talking with different background people in Cambodia, and that makes me inspiring. And people are always struggling, and at the same time they are enjoying their life in different ways. But going back to Japan, Japanese society, looking at the Japanese society, I think at the beginning I talked about Japanese society. It's kind of monoculture in that there is a way from kindergarten going to the primary school and junior high school, university, going to the company or doing the things on the way. Most of the people's life is like that in Japan. And once we lost the way, we cannot get back to that normal way. What is normal and what is a different way? And I see for me, in Japanese society, it's not so many ways to go and acceptable ways, and people
Like really strong traditions.
think they have to go this way, and once they get lost, they don't know how to get back or going their way. I want to tell there's a way, a lot of different ways in the world, like on the street of Cambodia, and people from outside, expats, a lot of people coming, and they are living in their way, and that is totally right, and right or wrong, it doesn't matter, but there's a way, a lot of things.
That's what I found, that the word founder of any company we call founder, most of them has lost a way. That's why when they found something, they found a company or they found an organization, they are called founders. It's when you get lost, you will get found. You will find something. You will find something. And if you don't get lost, you don't look for something, so you cannot find anything. Therefore, you cannot be named or called a founder.
That's interesting.
I mean, this is my conclusions, my opinion. I don't know why people call founders when they start a company. And looking to myself deep, I was lost in many times. I was lost in doing the computer thing. I was lost in not knowing anything about computer, and then start to learn about programming and start to think about what if I can build this into a computer, and this and that. And people need help and need many other things. And when we need those things, we are in the last zone. We cannot see where exactly we're going, but we kind of feel that this way is the way, this way is the way, and we try it, and then somehow it works. And then suddenly people say the founder. And looking to many other successful entrepreneurs out there, not just in the US, in Japan, in China, in Africa, Europe, they all have a word for that. Like in Khmer we have the word Sasthapanak or Sasthapanak. Sasthapanak is someone who creates something. But before they create something, they find being lost, in the lost zone. But the easiest to explain is in English, short founder. Forget about CEO, because after that it's just life and work. But the starting point of any organization, it needs some foundations, or founding members, or founding father. Those are who lost, and then suddenly suddenly maybe 1, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years after they found something. And I think when people go through a very long process of education that is 100 years old of tradition, it's kind of difficult to break away from that, because majority play the role of what you should decide. And if you do a little bit different, you're not exactly the same, and you cannot fit in. And that would make people difficult to find their own Ikigai. Anyway, to come back to Ikigai, what was, so after high school, you had your Ikigai. During high school, your Ikigai was
Playing football.
football player, and then in the corporate, Ikigai was to serve a client, and now you are trying to figure out your Ikigai. Do you think the Ikigai is a change? That's like one change.
From professional football player to meeting with a totally different background people is somehow professional football player is an occupation, but while playing football and meeting other international football players is the same thing.
Yeah.
The name is different, but the core is, I think, similar thing. Meeting with different people, and after meeting a lot of people, what is my Ikigai is now I'm trying to find out. And I got inspired by your talks today. Found
Today? Just now?
quite interesting. Yeah, just now. We met 2016, so
Yeah.
almost 5 years
Yeah.
already. But you are not changing at all. But doing things, what you makes and what makes it happen, you are super powerful, and you're pursuing it from the beginning.
You think?
I
I
see.
changed a lot.
Oh, really? You were lost?
Yeah, I mean, in between I was lost. I'm not sure. Sometimes, sometimes I wanted to give up KOOMPI and small world and the whole thing in general.
Oh.
But then I don't know what else I would do that make me happier. So I come back and do it again.
Yeah, that's super strong. Those kind of things, most of the people cannot find that kind of things. Even me, I'm still finding out. But like people like me, what should I do and where to go? Most of the people, I feel lost in such kind of way, and I want to tell there is a people like you, there is a people like him or her, and I want to tell there is no one way. There is a lot of ways to go, and you can be lost easily, and you can get back at any time. Those kind of things, I want to tell those kind of stories and teach or inspire the people who are getting lost now.
I think it's pretty hard because the whole society, the whole systems of education, not only in Cambodia or Japan, but across the world, is to teach people how to succeed in life. They don't teach people how to live the life and experience failure. So they have the qualification to succeed. They have the skill to succeed. They have the degree to succeed. They have the friends and the family support to succeed. But they don't have the courage to fail. And so they don't have the courage to walk out and get lost. I have a little bit of anxiety lately from my health.
You have health problem?
Not really. It's because my stomach, chronic pains in my stomach. It gives me the communicate between my brain and my mind.
Maybe connected.
Yeah. So the brain and the mind is different, not the same. So my body really protect me, and so when I'm away from people that I know, I feel a bit anxious that if I felt sick, what would happen? But then one thing I remind myself is that I should there's a lot of risk in life, but one biggest risk is dying. It's truly risk. But so you can't escape that. You can extend it maybe by living longer, by eating healthy food, by living rightly, or maybe in the future we have a mid-nano robot that fix our DNA and cell so that we can stay young and live the life.
Nano robot?
Yeah. That is somewhat a crazy thing that we talk here. That in 10 to 15 years we start a company. Maybe in 10 years we start a company where everyone here have enough time to build up technology where we create nano robot, tiny as our blood cell that can go and fix our cancer cells or anything inside the blood, inside the body. That change the cell or improve how cell live and die, so that we can stay young and healthy until the time we want to die. And when we want to die, we just, take a shot and die with no pain. That's just a dream. This is a dream. So hopefully after 10 years, only 10 years, after KOOMPI grow to a certain stage, we take some time to research this.
Wow.
In 20, 30 or 20. So this is some kind of talk we talk here among ourselves once in a while.
Wow. Do you think you can put the nano robot in saving your health?
Anything possible.
Whoa.
I mean, a robot that is as tiny as your hair, smaller than your hair.
Cell,
kind of. Yeah.
Super small.
Yeah. So when it's the same size as cell, they can go and fix all the cell, and after that they come out as poop or pee.
But you talked about your anxiety, your mind and your health is connected. Your mind is not about body condition. Even if you get the nano cell kind of doctor in your body, you think you can change your mind checked by the nano robot in your body?
Yeah. It's no. It's a chemical. Everything in our body process, the way we perceive life, is a chemical reactions in our body. Like I believe this way. Well, the scientists also prove some scientific fact about that too. You can be very healthy. You can be very confident and courageous if something changed within your physical cells or your chemical in your body. Suddenly you feel fear. Right? Everyone has fear. Why do they have fear? Why one has more fear than the others? Is because of chemical reactions. But we kind of lost in the topic of these technologies slash all of that. But all of this not really talk in general,
Not so many.
conversation.
Not so many schools and the teachers not talking about how to. Not how. What is the meaning of the life or those kind of things?
Yeah.
Subjects like languages, mathematics, and chemicals, they can teach, but how to live like him or like as you want, nobody tells.
Yeah.
So
Because we never asked the question.
yeah.
Like today I listened to one small podcast, kind of not really a podcast, but an excerpt from a movie called Kung Fu Theory in 1970. A guy, they say, I seek not to know all the answer, but to understand the question. But most of the time when we go to school, we try to actually answer the answer. Like, for example, there's a question or there's a quiz that people give it to you.
Yeah.
The answer is just plain sight. You can decide, you can look at a book and then that's the answer. But they don't really understand the question. They don't put the effort to understand the question. Like, what is this question mean? Right?
Yeah.
They don't, because what they are forced to do is to get the grade, assignment or thesis. They do all the thesis, but they don't really know. They don't really put the effort to understand the question of the thesis. And so most of the time people go through life with trying to understand all the answer that already answer in their plain sight. If they just open their eye and look through it. But because society has rules and that people have to follow society rules and that therefore they have to follow this and that. But those who have the courage to walk out and really view the society from the outside perspective, they could see very plain, easy thing. It's just difficult to explain to people what it is.
Yeah.
Many times I have a hard time when I look at how people live their life. now I learn a bit more of a meditations. And, every night I sit down and just do a reminder that I'm not my body, I'm not my mind. Follow a guru from India talk, just to remind myself that what they have is their journey, their life evolutions. I don't have to interfere very much of what they are going to do. Someday they'll find their way.
Every day you are doing that?
Every day.
Meditation?
Yeah, about 18 minutes.
18 minutes?
Yeah.
I've never done meditation. Just
It's scary when you tell yourself that you are not yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell yourself like in a very dark, quiet room
Yeah.
and tell yourself, I'm not my body, I'm not my mind. My fears come up because my body would say, what are you talking about? You're your body, you're your mind, you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
That's a kind of scary, and sometimes I feel it's like my whole body is shaking.
Really?
Yeah.
But
I have to.
How long did you do that? For long years already?
Not really long. I used to do that like half a year. Before that, I did different kind of meditation, but now I do a half awake, half asleep meditation. In the last 4 years, I do most of the half awake, half asleep meditation. I do meditation before I go to sleep.
I will totally fall asleep.
Yeah, it's fine.
If I do that.
It's fine. You can. This is the misunderstanding about meditations. They said they think meditate has to do like Buddha. You have to meditate and sit down and then fall asleep. Like, if you fall asleep while doing meditation, that's good. Wake up. When you wake up, you do meditation again. And the purpose is not to succeed or anything. Just purpose is to be still, to be aware, to know where and what is happening within ourselves. Breathing without
Actually,
pain.
Yeah, that's a good way. I don't have some time to think or stop thinking in my daily life. I'm always thinking.
Yeah.
What should I do? Where should I go?
Me too. I have
always
that.
thinking.
Yeah. But I block 18 minutes.
18 minutes is
That's
the
it.
key.
It's nothing when you think about 18 minutes.
It's super long.
No, but it's compared to 24 hours of time,
Yeah.
not much.
Wow. Even 18 minutes, I didn't have enough time to think about it. And not stop thinking about myself.
Well, that's why you have to think about something. And one thing is like, I'm not a body, I'm not myself. And one going through life, you also have a feeling that you are afraid to die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always thinking.
Always
about that.
And I learned from this guy. It's in the movie Philosophy. It's 2 words. You know what it is?
2 words.
A guy would say, or you would think, God, I'm afraid to die. Because I have that too. See? I have a lot of things to do and I'm afraid to die. And then there's 2 words that would change this.
Stop thinking.
No, stop thinking is bad. Start living.
Start living.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just live. Because if you're afraid to die and you think about dying, then you don't know what to do. You're just like, I'm going to die. Suddenly, whatever you think, when you are what you think. If you think of dying, you will die. And either you die in 10 years or 20 years or 100 years, this time will be shorter because you don't have any time to think about something else. But if you start living, you do like, I'm afraid to die, then live.
That's a word.
Yeah, live. And then I think also the Ikigai is not about knowing what to live or knowing a purpose to live. It's about finding a purpose to live. And if your Ikigai is finding to a purpose to live, that should be fine. Yeah. Well, we run out of time soon, right? Or already run out of time.
You can still continue.
It's too long.
Can about 10 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
No,
So
no.
you can discuss a little bit and it.
Knowing the purpose of life is not Ikigai. What
I believe that it's very rare that anyone would know their purpose to live
It's so rare.
or reason to live.
Yeah.
But-
trying to find.
Yeah.
Trying to find. No.
Not trying to find, but their purpose is finding the purpose to live. But without distraction, without too much distraction, it's just like if my purpose is to find a purpose to live, that should be fine too. Some people, it's like people are very happy with the answer, but not trying to understand the question.
Yeah. That
Right?
Yeah. What
So
you said.
what is your purpose to live? If you don't know, why don't you ask yourself, why would I want the purpose to live? Maybe the purpose to live, or the reason to live is maybe finding a reason to live.
Maybe with the rope. I asked that question to you, and you said to me 10 months ago the same thing. I think I remember.
10 months ago?
Yeah, when I asked you that, what is Ikigai?
You asked me that?
Yeah, and you told me that you should find yourself as well. So I was asking that question without knowing my Ikigai, and I am repeating that today as well. And I still trying to figure it out, but I am not solid. I don't have solid answer yet. But keep on asking this question to myself,
Yeah.
and somehow, this is what really I want to do every day after waking up and until falling asleep. Is try to igniting or shedding some lights on the people who don't know or where to go. The sheep getting lost on the street.
Yeah, I think that back to the early before we start the live conversation is the feel the needs, the basic needs like Maslow or Buddhist, I forgot. That does find needs, find basic needs, but
Maslow.
Yeah, Maslow. So the first basic need is the most important need, like enough for the basic, the food to eat or supply to the family and all of that. I think if you feel this first basic need, to understand the questions of what, why we live or what is the reason to live, is easier. That's why I think it's very hard for a lot of people. They try to do two things at the same time. They try to basically find what they need, what the reason to live, and then at the same time try to fill the needs. But without knowing what the needs is, a lot of the time they would say, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that, but then most, like 80 to 90% of them, it just want. Like, I want to have all of that. Like, I need to have a car. Is it a need or want? So when we narrow down to the basic of the need, then it's not very much. It's not very much. So then we can fill this need and then have more time to do what we love, to do what is like giving us a reason to live, so that our life is more blissful, and so we have more of that resort to fill the need. It's a vicious circle or a virtue that people fall, and wherever we fall, which side we fall, it's like a rabbit hole we fall through. It's like a black hole that you don't know the other side, and the only way to know is to go in. Whether you die or you live and you go in. But it's not as plain as black hole because we know what black hole and there's a theory in the science. The simple way is that people don't figuring out honestly what their needs is. Like, you write down what you need, a daily need, then you find and give it that time. Like, I don't say that this is the right thing to do, I give 12 months because 12 months is enough time for one person to figure out what to do next, the next 12 months. all the next 24 months. Now what I'm trying to do is to give 24 to 36 months of free mind and free headspace.
Free mind.
Yeah, free headspace. For example, running a company, we need a budget for 3 years. If we have 3 years to live without needing to rely on an income, then we have 3 years of free time to do whatever we love while fixing our missions on one spot to solve. Then, or at least per month. And personally, and also the same thing applies to personal life. If we give 12 months of free headspace, then we have enough time to do many things. And sometimes it takes only 3 months to fill the next 12 months. If your earning is like, let's say, if you need is $10,000 a month, and you can earn 3 months 10,000, then you have 9 months to do a lot of things that you love, and then the next 12 months is free. If you live day by day or month by month, then the need doesn't fill. We can't get out of the routine, and so we cannot see what is the routine doing to us. Like after several years, it's very hard to get out. And it's not about going out to start our own company, to be our own boss. I think there's some bad teaching out there. This like want to be rich, I teach you to be rich. You go out and then be your own boss.
Our goal is not being rich. For at least for me.
But I'm talking about the lots of people teach business. Like, if you want to be rich, you have to do this. You want to be rich, you have to do this. Be your own boss. Yeah, be your own boss here, be your own boss there. I did that and I lost everything for the first time in 2006 when I started my first business. And I believe that that's why I love Ikigai. It's not about being your own boss. It's about knowing why you do what you do and why you live, like the reason to live. If you work in an organization that you can contribute your creativity and foster what's going on, and the organization has the same or share missions, share vision as you, then it shouldn't be a problem as long as it's fair and open, so that not just the founder or the board has the benefit of the future success of the company, but if you contribute, if you do work, if you work hard, you get part of the success. If the organization is open like that, and if you can do that, it's fine. Work together, because it's not about like one company will last 100 years. If it lasts 100 years, good. But then you can within 50, 20, 30, 40 years, you can do a lot of things along the way, parallel. And then we can feel this need for we can do the thing we love.
That is kind of another Japanese, Ikigai, which I love that concept, and I love the Fueki Ryuko. Fueki Ryuko. I forgot the English translation, but most of the Japanese companies, more than 100 years, continuing, they seem to be doing the same thing for 100 years, but inside they are trying to change every day. That's why they are living longer, more than 100 years. So the core part is not changing, but the surrounding, they are trying the new things every day, and that sustains the business or the bodies, the same as human bodies, the company, society, organizations. The Fueki Ryuko is some kind of connected with Ikigai. For having a mission and trying to pursue that mission and why and meaning of the life, and trying new things every day, and that core is lasting longer. And you are like that Fueki Ryuko person. for me.
Not really.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think it's time
Oh, yeah.
to close this.
Yeah.
What is there anything? Is there any not last? Just like anything more to say about Ikigai for the people who do this? That maybe they can find themselves.
I am also trying to find my Ikigai, but with these
Stop.
points we talked today, really inspiring. And I need 12 months or 36 months to find out. And I need more free space in my brain. And in
I think
my
12
mind.
months is enough. Maybe 6 months is enough.
I think. And I talked about this 10 months ago, so still I have 2 months. So
I will try to find out.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank
for
you so
coming.
much.
Hope we have more conversation.
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
I think we will have this like KOOMPI conversation with special people like you, experience to share, and hopefully the young people find maybe 1 or 2, important message
Yeah.
that they can follow there. Not about follow us, but about ignite something
Taking
inside.
something.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, everyone.